Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel at Marvel Yayosise at Technology Academy Salon. So in today's lesson, we are going to focus on creating a Python password. So in this lesson, we are going to see how the user will interact with the computer, how to create this password in terms of symbols, numbers, and letters. As you know, for the 26 alphabet, positive numbers and negative numbers. But we can't consider all these aspects because if we use this, it means we include the symbol. Okay, so we are only going to focus on the numbers from 0 to 9 and the alphabet from lowercase a to z and from uppercase a to z. And again, we generate some symbols because, as I said, if we use positive and negative, all those ones are symbols. So we are just going to focus on some basic symbols we normally use to create a password. So now that we have learned all about loop in Python, so let's try a challenge by creating this password generator, wherein we can tell the user, welcome to password generator. Now you ask the user how many letters will you like in your password, how many symbols, and how many numbers. So in today's lesson, you are going to be a very interesting one because we have two levels of this type of password. The first level is the easy level, wherein anyone can create. As you know, when creating a password, you can use letters and symbols, numbers to generate a strong password. But in terms of code, if you are building a software or an application, you want to create this password for it to be a very strong password, you need to generate a password that is randomly occurring. For an example, each and every time you log in into the system will generate a new password. So in this sense, it will make it very difficult for hackers to track your system or your device. So that's why in today's lesson, we are going to focus purely on how to create a strong password. As I said, we have two levels. The first level is the easy level. It's not that easy because we are going to generate this password in terms of code. And the second one is the hard level, wherein is somehow very difficult. Here we can use some Google to check for some parameters to use in order to solve this type of problem. But in as much as you have the basics on Python, then you can just go straight to the most important aspect of creating. See, if this password is very easy for you, then you can give in your comment section and tell. As usual, we'll open our replica account. We'll try to see. First, I already write a basic code on the letters. Then, we need to import random module as before because we have treat, loop, random, and list. So we use these three parameters or these three modules in order to create this type of password. So you open your replica account. So here, as you can see here, we'll first try to import our random. This is the alphabets. We have from A to Z, wherein we can mix these letters, uppercase and lowercase. And here you can see, here we have numbers. We have 0 to 9 because we are only going to play with these numbers 0 to 9 in order to generate our code. Of course, for symbols, we have another symbols. As you know, we have a lot of symbols, but the most used symbols in order to create a password is these ones. This exclamation, hash, this like $sign, and percentage, this open brackets, close, star, and positive. You can add as much as you can in order to generate this password. So first, without much ado, let's see. So now you can say, as I said, you need to first welcome the user. You say print. Say welcome. welcome to the Python password generator, py password generator. UI password generator. We'll close our brackets. So now we say, first we need to ask the user the number of letters, say nr underscore number of letters. So the user will input how many numbers of letter he or she wants. So we say int, we say input. Now we ask the user how many. Okay. If you want, you can use the F string, but here I'll just use basic. How many letters would you like in your password? How many letters would you like in your password? Question mark. Then we use \n in your password. Okay. Here we see, say \n. Okay. We say \n. Then we close. We close. And again, we ask the user number of symbols. This again, you input the symbol. Input the symbol. How many symbols would you like? How many symbols would you like in your password? Again, we use \n. Then we close this. And again, we ask for the numbers. Number. You say int inputs. How many numbers would you like in your password? Again \n. Then you close your quotation. Okay, so let's see. So first, we haven't yet talked about the levels. So basically, for this one, first, after importing this random modules, or you give these letters, numbers, and symbols. So now you can say print welcome to Py password generator. That's this py means Python password generator, then the computer will ask the user number of letters you need to input. If you want 4 letters, 5 letters, or 6 letters, you can say I want 6 letters. Based on, some people can use this type of password, maybe their names or anything they can remember, pets. So there you can just say, okay, 4 letters or 5 letters or 3 letters you can add. So also for the symbols, as you can see here, we already have a lot of symbols we highlight here in this code. So you can see here we have how many symbols here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 symbols. So out of these 9 symbols, you can say, okay, I just need 2 symbols to include in my password, or I need 3 symbols or 1 symbol to include in my password. The choice is yours. You can select any symbol, number of symbols you want to use. Import this symbol, then you generate your password. So as I said, this is of 2 levels. The first one is the easy level and the second one is the hard level. So now we are going to focus on the easy level and see how we're going to create this password in terms of the user's request that give me 4 letters, 2 symbols, and 2 numbers. So we'll see how it will generate in our console when we run this type of program. So now let's see the easy level. We'll say, so let's say here for the easy level, we treat about for loop. Of course, everything we have treated about list, for loop, random, we treat about randomization, we treat about list, for loop, and the rest. So in today's lesson, we are going to use all these parameters we have treated before, and we'll see if we're going to generate this password without error. So now let's see. Okay, this now we can just say okay, let's just say easy level. Okay, let's say easy level, because as I said, we have 2 levels of this. So this, we say this is the easy level, and let's try to write some piece of code. First, we start with password, because it's password we want to generate. Then you use your quotation, double quotation, and we'll come to the next step. We said for the for loop, we use the for loop for the range, the character in the range. So now let's see, we want to use for character in range, then we use comma, and we say number underscore letters, number of letters. Okay, then we can say +1. Let's say here number of letters you want to use, you say 3. So if you say the number of letters is 3, it means +1, because in Python, we started counting from 0 onwards. So since we started counting from 0, the index 0, so if you say 3, it will just give you 0, 1, 2. So now if we say like we want 4, it will give us like 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, because here in our code, our number starts from 0, 1, 2 to 9. Okay, so that's why we give here an increment of 1. So if you said the range is 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, it will give you 4. If you say 1 to 5, it will give you 5. So that's why we give here for character in range, we say number of letters +1. Okay, so if you say 4 + 1, which is 5, wherein 0 is included. So let's go for the other one. As you can see here, whenever you use the for loop, it will take you to this column. Then you say password, You say password, since there is an increment, you say plus equals to, so you say plus equals to random.choice. Because you can choose here randomly, that's why we said random.choice. Say letters. Okay, so now basically we are done with the character for letters, and now we come again for character in range. For character in range, we say 1. We say number of symbols underscore symbol. We say +1, and again this one. Then we say password. We say password plus equals to random.choice. The choice is symbol. Symbols. Okay. And the final one here. Final one is for character. For character in range. Character in range. So this one again, say 1, numbers, say +1, then we close our colon. We say again password. Say password, random.choice. Random.choice. Then we say again numbers. MBARS in range. INJA. Let's try to make some correction here. Okay, and here again we have short of error. So as you can see here, if you want to know where this error comes from, just come here, bring your cursor here. They said what? Undefined name, NR letter. So it means these letters we spell here is not defined from up here. So we'll check from this first one, LETTERS. Okay, here is correct. And we'll check again NR letters. This is triple T. So we delete the one. So that's the error. So whenever you have an error, you see, whenever we remove this one letter, now this one becomes okay. So having done that, now let's proceed to our print statements. Say print password. Print password. So before we print this password, let me just try to explain more a bit on what we did here on this code. So first, as you can see here, first we'll start with letters. Okay, we have here almost this. The lowercase is 26 and the uppercase is 26 here. Then the numbers from 0 to 9. The symbols, we have 9 symbols. You can include as much as you can. So first here we say print welcome to password generator. Then number of letters, you say inputs, int because this is an integer. Okay, so you say inputs, how many letters would you like in your password? So this one tells the user how many letters you want for your password. Whenever you click, it will ask you how many letters you can. If you say 4, then it proceeds to ask the other question. That's why you see this \n is at the end of the code. Whenever you say number of letters, you input how many numbers, then it will proceed to ask you the other question, that is number of symbols. Then if you enter again, it will give you the other one for numbers in the password. Then later you come, this one is what's the password. So now in the password we have a range of numbers. Within these numbers here we have uppercase and lowercase. So within this range you can generate your password within this range. So that's why we said for these characters in range, later you say password, you can choose randomly from here. So also for character, which is symbol, and for numbers. So after which you just come here, print your password. Mind you, this one is the easy level to create your Python password in terms of code, Python code. So now let's go ahead and run this program and see. Okay. So you see here, welcome to PPy password. Okay, then make sure you click here at the end. So let's say now we have 4 letters. So you press 4, enter. Then ask you again, how many symbols would you like in your password? Let's say you want 2 symbols. You enter. How many numbers would you like? Let's say 3 numbers or 2 numbers again. Enter. So now you see here, your password is PRGK. That you see, this is a mix of upper and lower. Then you have this exclamation plus 49. So this is just a simple way of generating a password. Maybe, okay, you say, okay, let me write a code that will generate a password for me in this my system I'm using, so that whenever a hacker wants to hack my system, whenever it tries to hack my system, the program or what the software you are using will automatically change the password. It will generate the password randomly. So it's very difficult for a hacker to access your system. But in this easy access here, we have some problem a bit on this type of password, because as you see, basically for this one here, this 49, you know, this one, for you to get a 4 here, you can give 9 choices from 0 to 9. So also for this 9. So for here, the hacker will try to access the system using different choices in order to generate these numbers. So also for this password. So that's where this takes us now to the hard level. Where for the hard level, whenever you log in, it will generate different password. Whenever you log in, it will generate different password. But for today's lesson, I just want to focus on the easy level for you to understand how you can generate your own password using your Python program. Of course, for the hard level, it's somehow similar to what we did, but here now we can use a list in order to generate this password. Because for hard level, you can say now, okay, password, we use list, and append. Append means in order for you to add new number or new letter anytime you are logging in. So then we use from the list, we use append from the range, then we print the password. Okay, so let's see for the hard. Let me just, so here we can say hard level. Now let's come for hard level. Hard level. So in this hard level, we'll create a password list, as I said. Password list. So for list, as you see the symbol we use, square brackets. Okay. So now we can just copy this, what we have here. What we are going to add just is the list, password list for character in range is the same. Now here, instead of using password plus or this random, we use now password list. Okay, then we use shuffle in order to shuffle our list, and we try to generate a new password. So let's go ahead. Let me just copy and paste this here. Just copy and paste, then we try to modify. Okay. Okay. So now we'll copy and paste here. So let's see. So now what we're supposed to do here is, let's just try to change this one to password list. Okay. We'll say password underscore list. Password underscore list. So first, for character in range, we say password underscore list. Then we say dot append. Dot append. Okay. So now we remove the equals to sign. We just want to make this a bit easy. Okay. So instead of us using equals to sign, now we use append password.list append random.choice for letters. Okay, and we'll close. So also here we use the same. Now here we say for character in range, for symbol we say password underscore list. Password underscore list. This now we can say plus, okay, choice of symbol, right? And for numbers, again, we can say underscore list here, underscore list. Again, we use the same symbol, this, and we'll print our password, print password underscore list. But before we print this underscore list, so what we need to do here first, after this we say random, we need to shuffle our password. So here we use random.shuffle. Need to shuffle. So you know what is shuffle, right? We need to mix everything up. Password underscore list. So here we shuffle our numbers. So anytime you run this piece of code, it will give you different outputs, different passwords. So now we say print password underscore list. Password underscore list. So now we say password. This is hard level. Now we say password. Then our quotation. Okay. And we say for character in the password list. For character, oh, I want to spell this. For char in password underscore list. Okay. So we say password character. Say password. Okay. CHAR. Okay, now we'll print our password. This is the final output we need. So now we say print. We use the F string, F. If this is your first time of watching the video, password. Your password is because you are using this F string. That's why we are saying your password is, so that it will tell you your password and you use square brackets. Sorry, curly braces. Say password. Whenever we use F string, inside the F string we have these curly braces. Okay. So in order for our outputs to have a statement, for an example, you can say your password is password, the output of this password, then it will give the answer. So now let me go ahead. Let me try to disable this easy level here. Let me disable all this easy level so that now we work on the hard level. Okay. So now again, let's stop because the program is still running. Let's stop here and let's delete this one, or we can still run our code. Okay. So our error is on line 31. As you can see here, our file main.py, line 31. So let's try to correct this error first. Maybe it's because of this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's try to append. We can copy this for symbols. Just copy this. And after this, okay, we try to correct, remove this. Okay, I think now it will be okay. So let's try again, because now I'm not seeing the error again. So let's see. So if you want, you can delete this console first to stop this running, because initially the program was running. So now we try to run again and say, okay, welcome to this password generator. How many letters we say 4? Enter. How many symbols we say 3? Enter. How many numbers we do like? Let's say 2. Enter. So now you see here the difference. This one, your password is, you see, you can get a number, you can get a letter, you can get a symbol. This one is very hard and very difficult for any hacker, no matter how strong this person is, to hack short password. You see, you have your D, then open this open brackets, then you have hash, then close, you have U50KF. So basically, these are the ways to generate a password from easy level to hard level, or from basic to advanced. So thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel, like, give your comments. If you have any way of creating a password that is more stronger than this, then give it on your comment section. Just say this is the way to do this program in order to get a more stronger password. Thank you once more. I hope to see you on the next video. Stay tuned always on this channel, as every day we bring more content of this Python program.